Hey there everybody, QAnon update for the morning of April 6, 2018 here. We've had a few new ones come out since last night, so I'm going to cover them quickly for you. And quick side note, the website that I normally like to use is this one right here, QAnon.pub. It's just an amalgamation page that somebody coded where whatever board on 8chan Q posts on, this just checks the trip code and it feeds it all into right here. So it's just a good starting place. You know, it's not 8chan, it's not on 8chan, but it's a good place where you can go read them. And another one is QAnonpost.com. So there's a couple that you can use. But anyway, we left off right here, post 1029 last night. It says, I'll read them to you and then give you my thoughts. Thank you for your prayers. Forced reaction. One of many vehicles. Intercepts. Night 2, birds, fast movers, forced projection, and April showers. So thank you for your prayers. Of course, thoughts go out to the white hats and the people on the inside doing the dirty work, rooting out the cabal. Forced reaction. And we take this from yesterday when Q said, let's find it down here. There's been a lot of Q posts the past few days. He basically mentioned that it was not supposed to be revealed that the president is not under criminal investigation, not yet, and that somebody leaked that. There's a traitor that spilled some secrets. So, forced reaction there, and Night 2 intercepts one of many vehicles, birds, fast movers. So, taking all of that, maybe we have actual craft being used for various operations, intercepts the Night 2 with some kind of mission or op. And it's a force projection. They're showing their force that they don't want to be messed with. You know, this is not a game, as Q always says. And right here, he's posting a screenshot of a piece of news that came out yesterday that there was a crash of a jet on Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. And it's the 4th military aircraft that has crashed this week. Q asking, coincidence or silent war? Behind the scenes war, pray, again, Night 2, as if it's the second night of some op. Here, an Anon was posted on the 8chan research boards. We are under attack, war, asking what the heck is going on, dig patriots. Q reposting that, just basically confirming it or giving it more oomph, more notice. Right here, next, we have think Navy ship crashes. Bigger than you know, we are active. Navy ship crashes. So let's look at that on a quick Google search really quick. Over the past year and a half, maybe even 2 years, there's been a string of weird Navy crashes. I'm sure you've seen at least one example. Funny enough, you know, coincidentally, maybe not coincidentally, one of the Navy destroyers was named the USS John McCain. But anyway, U.S. Navy having some issues with ship crashes and a lot of questions surrounding why exactly they crashed, how the heck did they crash. That's not supposed to happen, you know. So, bigger than you know, obviously there's some more stuff going on there. Next post, 10:33, this is getting into the morning, so maybe about 8, 9, 10 hours ago or so. Satellite hack GPS spoof, an Anon posted. Q then referenced that what fell from space recently, accident or retaliation? And what fell from space was the Chinese space station. So top stories, the final plunge of a heavenly palace. Livemint says, you know, it's been covered over the past 4 or 5 days that this giant craft just came out of orbit. Not this one, this one here. So, was that an accident or was that retaliation? Did one group, one faction, hack into that and bring it down as a sort of retaliation for the ship crash? I mean, you've got to think internationally here. That's why I say factions. That's why I'm semi-vague but semi-specific too. Because we have to think beyond borders with this kind of stuff. So was it clowns, black hats within our own military that took it down? Or was it someone overseas or who knows? But we're kind of getting the picture that what we're seeing with all this hardware crashing, being taken down, this is purposeful. These aren't accidents. Next post right here. When was Hussein in China? Track events, timeline. We are in control. I referenced W, but confirmed typo. That meant to be a Q. You got to understand the people that are posting these things and from the devices that they're posting, this whole group is on the move all the time with, and they're ahead in multiple areas. So don't be too concerned about the typos or little misspellings unless it's specifically referenced. But anyway, I'm not exactly sure when Hussein was in China, but I do know that tracks Donald Trump's time from China, or that's what we're pressed to investigate. So it could have been such that Obama was going around the world trying to either make deals or do whatever he could to cover his ass and whatever one of his friends' ass as to the storm that was going to ensue, that he knew was going to ensue. Right here, 1036, Q posts this video. United States military power from this channel called the Military Channel. About 56,000 subscribers, cover 100,000 views on it. I'm sure many of those coming in the past few days. But it's essentially just a video of military hardware, of at least public military hardware. You know me, how I like to talk about black projects and secret space programs and whatnot. But this is public hardware that video gets out to the public of just show of force. Basically, Q saying, don't fuck with us. And this was actually posted. Whoa, what button did I hit there? Whoop, whoop. I downloaded Google Chrome just so I could do these casts, so I'm not too familiar with how Chrome operates. Let's see here. It was post 1005, so just 3 days ago, Q already posted this. We are under attack. War, no deals, with a link to this same video. Posting it again for emphasis. Yeah, true, behind-the-scenes civil war going on. It's amazing times we live in, tracking this and exposing it and getting this stuff known. Right here, 1037, booms en route blind, 5-5, green, long stringer there, not sure what that means. 5-5 could very well be referencing a video dropping soon, completely destroying Clinton, deep state, and those operatives. Booms en route, I take this to mean retaliation for the black hats, the bad actors, taking down a lot of military equipment. Because you got to understand, you can hack into this stuff. You can hack into cars that are 10 years old even. So it's very possible that this could have been a hack job. One note to throw in there if you don't believe that to be possible. Right here, 1038, device hold, comms transfer castle, chatter, rig for silent, and the Q plus again. Q plus coming in a couple times lately. Posted maybe once or twice within the last 2 months as an odd, who might it be? Might be someone special from behind the scenes, getting a hold of, being able to post on the chans or whatnot. But that's pretty interesting. Calms transfer castle, device hold, not too sure about this. One note I want to make on this one here, booms en route, is that we did have, totally almost skipped over this, the California earthquake. So was this a boom en route? Was there some kind of dumb or deep underground military base that was boomed, taken out, hit as back and forth war as a retaliation? You got to understand, this is, we do have evidence of this possibly being done before with other dumbs, and I'm going to reference here a couple of earthquakes that occurred in 2011, and I remember David Wilcock talked about this way back then if you follow his work, but these two earthquakes, there was two successive earthquakes in 2011 that occurred in two very odd places that earthquakes normally never occur at, especially at this intensity, and they also are very well-known underground cabal hotspots. One was in Colorado, August 22nd, 2011, magnitude 5.3. Next one, very next day actually, August 23rd, 2011 in Virginia. And this one was what was the magnitude on this one? 5.8. Very strong. Very strong. It's a pretty shallow earthquake, 4 miles. This one, 10, I'm not getting the depth of this one. But anyway, very odd places. So these could have very well been some evidence of shadow civil war going on back then. Because Q coming on the scene within the past 6 months is just recent evidence of that. More overt, hey, we got to alert the public as to this stuff going on because it's in the final stages. But this behind the scenes, white hat, black hat, bad actor, good actor, shadow civil war has been going on for a long time, years, decades even. So note that. Last few posts here. This one, funny enough, I posted this on my Twitter like 3-4 hours ago, and a couple hours later, Q posted and referenced it. So maybe great minds think alike. I felt pretty good about that. But I just did a QAnon search this morning and sniffed this out just a couple of hours after it was posted, and I had to tweet about it. But anyway, let's check it out. New York Times, opinion piece, conspiracy theory that says Trump is a genius. Here they are using a picture of the blued out White House from, what was it, Autism Awareness Day. I don't know. Now they're trying to use that for maybe emotional emphasis, like a doom and gloom type of feel for their cover photo of this. I don't know. I just wanted to note that kind of the day, what it was actually used for and what it's now being used for, kind of the mind control mechanisms of the mainstream media. But this chick right here, Michelle Goldberg, she gave her opinion in New York Times, and they apparently agreed with it and just went on a huge hit piece on QAnon, putting out pretty obvious mis and disinformation about it. Again, it's always like when you see QAnon hit pieces in the mainstream media, they always still claim it to be one person that's a high-level insider. Someone, they always say one person, started a cryptic thread. It was titled "The Calm Before the Storm." That's not even, that wasn't made by Q. That was just, you can tell what I'm saying here. I'm having a hard time trying to go through all of the ridiculousness in these, all of the twists of what the truth really is. Because these poor, also got to understand, these people that write these opinion pieces, they may not even realize, they haven't been tracking this stuff for 6 months. They have no idea. They're just getting their talking points, maybe on Secure Drop, maybe somewhere else, from the inside, from the bad actors, of what to say. They have no idea. They say these things, so they put them out. And it's what they're trying to twist Q to be. But this is big time, folks. This is now showing up on the New York Times. As Q said a few weeks ago, I think it was a few weeks ago, this is going to show up across all platforms. And here it is, the biggest of platforms. So they are really trying to manipulate public perception of it, twist the truth so people don't look into it. Then right here, would you believe they called the White House for comment prior to publishing? Amazing. Huh. Wonder what the White House said. And the very last one here, 1041, Q reposting this article. String of U.S. military aircraft crashes in 2018 continues deadly trend. We've had a lot of them. Q again making us question whether they were accidents or not, and emphasizing that there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. But anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And this is going to blow up. So be ready. Get prepared. Get yourself food and water on hand. A couple weeks, I would suggest, just in case. And get yourself educated and especially ready to educate others. I see a lot of people out there that they're not necessarily mature enough to bring forth a lot of these ideas. They're still reveling in divide and conquer tactics and, let's talk shit about the other person instead of actually compassionately trying to help them get it. The sooner we do that, the sooner this all will end, will be taken care of. Well, the less chaotic it'll be as well. But anyway, words of wisdom there. I'm out. Have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll be checking in soon. Peace.